Welcome back to another Tech Talk Thursdays. This is Austin with iSmall Technologies, VP Business Development, and today we're going to be discussing intelligent AI agent. One of the first use cases for this technology would be a password reset. So let's just say you're talking to the IT service desk and you're asking them for help, or you have a service bot that does something. You're asking it something like, hey, how do I reset my password? Well, it's just going to give you steps. With the virtual AI agent, our capabilities exceed that. You can ask it, hey, I need to reset my password because our company has a policy in place. For every 45 days, we have to reset. Let's just say, we have a lot on our plate. We forget. I forget things. You forget things. We all do. Now, the agent will now be able to give you steps. However, it can also complete the task for you. So let's just say you want to go ahead and reset your password. Well, you can ask the agent, hey, how do I reset my password? It can provide you steps and then also do the task. So while it's doing the task, it might send you a multi-factor authentication, you verify, and then boom, it'll be able to send you your own temporary password that you'll be able to use to create a new password. So with all that being said, this does not compromise any of your security. This ensures security and compliance with whatever regulations that your company may have. This lives on your environment, lives in your data, and doesn't have any access to the outside world. This is as secure as you could possibly be. Onboarding an employee can be a difficult process. Now, with the virtual AI agent, this can be more simplistic. So think about it like this. Onboarding an employee takes multiple steps, multiple procedures, and it can really be a time suck for HR and the onboarding directors. So what we are able to do with this new AI technology is simplify it, make it easy. When onboarding a new employee, you want them to be able to assimilate as easily as possible to the company culture, to the software, to the technologies that you're using. Our virtual AI agent streamlines that process, makes it much more simpler, easy to use, and the onboarding staff, your HR, IT department will really thank you for this. This is going to completely simplify the process. Their onboarding times, it can even reduce costs and make everything just easier for the company in general. At the end of the day, it reduces the timelines and allows all of us to go ahead and get to work. So part of the onboarding process is getting the employee the licenses and the softwares that they need. So part of the virtual AI agent is being able to allocate and assign those licenses across the board to your employees at scale. So if you have a mass hire where you just hired 100 people, this virtual AI agent will be able to scale and maintain that entire process for you. When you have onboarding, you have to have offboarding. And part of this agent is being able to offboard your employees when it's time for them to depart. So that can come in multiple different factors, and there's multiple different steps you have to take to make sure that the offboarding process is done right in adherence to your compliance regulatories. So one of that could be revoking access rights to technologies and softwares that you guys use. The agent will be able to maintain and make sure that all of those security parameters are in place and checked and thoroughly taken care of. Adherence to your internal policies. We want to make sure that everything is secure to your level and your standards to make sure that you guys are as comfortable and as safe and secure as possible. Along with the adherence to your internal policies is the mitigation of risk. And the agent is able to understand what those mitigations are and lower the chance of any sort of data breach or technology or IP leaving the company's space. So as you can see, the agent works in tandem with your policies and the material that you provide and that it learns from. The agent is able to understand and bring everything together, wrap it up and put a bow on top to make sure it is a seamless process and as safe and secure as possible. The onboarding and offboarding process is very simplistic when you use this agent. It really lowers that knowledge gap and really makes sure that everybody who's a part of the process understands what's happening as easily as possible. So as we're bringing it to a close, some of those key features would be meeting scheduling and understanding when things are supposed to be done. So the AI agent has a reasoning engine, has comprehensive intelligence. It understands what's happening and can act on it. Let me give you an example. You ask somebody to go get you some coffee. They go to the coffee store. They go to the Dunkin'. The Dunkin's out of coffee. What do? Well, they think, okay, well, they wanted coffee. This place is out of coffee. Let me go to this other place and make sure I get coffee there. They go to the other place, they get coffee. They now come back to you, and now you have a coffee. You don't know how they got the coffee, where they went to get the coffee. You just know that you got the coffee, and the end goal was met. So part of this technology is the Azure OpenAI service integration. Now, this is some of the most cutting edge AI technology that is out there on the market, using the most advanced LLM models that are even available. And luckily, we've been very fortunate to be able to use these models and practice and train them on mass amounts of data. And it's really been a huge beneficial part of our company. And with this agent, significant advantages are capable. You have a leg up on competitors and other people who aren't leveraging this technology. And that's part of the biggest reasons why everyone's moving in this direction. This is something that not only is a benefit to us, but a benefit to everybody who uses everything that we produce, our products, our services, and everyone around us. And not only does it make sure that things are going in the right direction, it also makes sure that they're secure. The user satisfaction skyrockets when you implement technology like this, because the knowledge gap for not only yourselves but for your users is significantly lowered, and allows them to interact with your technology and your products much more easily than you would otherwise. Not only is this fall under your compliance and your infrastructure and make sure that all your security parameters are in check, it also is scalable. So when you grow, the AI grows and also learns off of the mistakes of others and even itself. Thank you for joining me for another Tech Talk Thursdays. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.